Wisconsin. Get unloaded and head off to the pool puddle party. We got so many things going on at this moment. So much stuff going on. Well, we are driving the back roads. We're doing our old route that we used to do a lot of times. And we're going through Van Vert. Why are we just stopping? I didn't think anybody was in front of this guy. I guess there is. No stopping on tracks. Okay, people, don't stop. This one's gonna be yellow. Right through there. Oh, Mr. Trucker Driver. Not sure how the view is. You might be seeing bugs. I actually found me some bugs. Thought the bugs were gone. Temperature's going down. But I done gone found me some bugs today. I done gone did it. Yep. Starting to come down. I was talking to the inspector last night when I was leaving the shop. She's all like, "Get home, come on, let's go, go." Yeah, I know. I was walking into the shop as I was talking to her, and I said, "You know, kind of sad to even leave." She's like, "You've been out there for a while. Why would you be sad to leave?" I snapped a picture of the bike and sent it to her. So I don't know if I want to leave this thing. That bike is really fun. I like it a lot. I went through 2 red lights. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Ready for a secret? That bike is my boss's, and he did bust me with it. And I'll let you have a little secret. He knew. But he doesn't have his motorcycle license, and the bike needed to go into for an inspection with the state or whatever. You got to have your vehicles inspected, and so it had to go in for an inspection and stuff. And I guess you have to have your regular license for the drive it in there for the inspection. And so I had to take it in for that. And he followed me in to pick me back up, and got back in the car, and he's like, "Dude, you really can drive that bike good." I So yeah, that was my type of bike when I was younger, and I used to sport bike like that. I used to run around on all the time. So it's a nice bike. I said it's been custom lowered down, and so when you first drive it, it feels a little weird, and it's a little bit tricky to turn, to do like a low speed turns and stuff. But once you figure that out, it actually works better. It actually leans better and stuff. You can do tighter turns and stuff with it. And he's like, man, you're riding that thing. He goes, yeah, you're doing good on it. And he kind of wants me to kind of show him some driving stuff and everything. We sat there and talking and everything, and he goes, dude, you ought to get one. And I said, okay, I'll give you this much for this one. And I was just joking around. It was a pretty low ball offer. And look at this guy. Wow, what a tool, you know what I mean? Just what a tool. As soon as I put my blinker on, he just punched it. Yeah, you're really gonna get a lot farther than me, you know what I mean? But he turned around. It was just a real low ball offer, and he turned around and he was like, okay. I was like, really? He's like, yep. But we're leaving it out there, and he's going to continue to keep practicing on it and stuff like that. And I'll drive it when I'm out there. I don't know how much more driving I'm going to be able to get. But, you know, Wisconsin is pretty much done anyways. And next year, I think he was saying that he's going to buy a brand new one, because that bike is actually a 2009. And so he was talking, he was going to buy a brand new one, and I'll have that one. So that bike is actually mine. And he keeps ordering parts for it. He keeps ordering accessories. He's putting LED stuff all over it and everything. And I'm like, is this still my bike? Yeah. Just making it look better. So, there you go. Now you guys know it's a secret. Downtown Chicago. We are running on up through here. It's 10:25 p.m. I figure why pay the tolls to go around? Save a few bucks and go this way for the mouse. I'm actually gonna run all the way up and Highway 41 right up into Wisconsin. So this whole trip will be no tolls. That'd be good for him. We'll like that. Got it down here in my old stomping grounds from the intermodal days. In and out of here a couple times a night. And there was one of my turnoffs right there. Turn off there and rail right down the road. Rail yard. Pretty uneventful drive. I just ran all the back roads and ran it up across Indiana, and here I am. Everything's going well. 14-day quarantine. Coming from Chicago, I don't know what it said. We'll look for the next sign. I don't talk about political stuff and everything else, but some of this stuff is just so irritating. And, you know, it's like, it doesn't really matter which side of the fence that you're on or something. It's like, you know, everybody does this whole blame thing. That's why I can't stand even watching this stuff anymore. It's just so crazy. I mean, this whole COVID thing happened. You know, and Trump, he tried to, like, lock things down and set up, you know, things, try to stop the spread of it. I mean, every little single thing was just critiqued by everyone. And I mean, there was, like, Democratic governors and stuff and mayors and stuff that just, you know, Trump does not have the right to stop this. This is going to hurt our economic blah, 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 blah. You know, it was just all crazy. And it's like, that was all in the good of everyone to try to stop this. But no, you know, people just fought it. I mean, like the guy in New Jersey, I mean, he's just, you know, excuse my French, but he's a butthead. Let's see if this one says it. No, this is just for construction. But, you know, all this stuff, and, you know, they tried to implement a bunch of this stuff, and then finally then they loosened it all up, took the restrictions away, and guess what? You know, it spread and everything else. And then the Democratic mayors of towns like this is Illinois is a Democratic state, always has been. And, you know, New Jersey and stuff, is it New Jersey or New York? I can't even remember. But I mean, you know, they have these Democratic guys, they fight and argue with everything, blah, blah, blah. And the Republicans do it too. But they lessened everything up, some of the restrictions stuff. And then, guess what? Then the mayors turned around and these places that were screaming about how Trump was trying to regulate stuff, they turned around and put all these strong rules on, trying to protect their city. It's like, you know, it just gives you such a headache. Man, this is always under construction down here for years and years. It's like, are they never going to finish this down here? It is just non-stop. Looks like they have done a couple of the overpasses. Gotten a few things accomplished. There's already graffiti on. Ooh, there's a big bump here. Big bump. Working on this one. I came through there one time. I was working for Swift. I was all the way in the right lane. Came through there. I don't know what it was. If something came loose and it was hanging down, but I actually hit something. I came through there. I don't know if it was a piece of angle iron that broke or something was hanging down or what it was. I came through. How? I hit something. What in the world? Because it's pretty low through there. You barely clear. And I got up out of here and I pulled over. I crawled to the back of the truck and looked up top. There was a big old ding in the top of the trailer. Up in the top corner, and I took pictures of it and stuff. And I think I was coming up here to deliver a load up in Wisconsin or something. And I went up there and it rained on the way up there. And I was worried that it was a hole, might be leaking. I couldn't find a hole, but I was worried about it. I got up there and got the load delivered, and everything was fine. Everything was dry inside and stuff. And I talked to dispatch in the morning and told them what happened and stuff. Back then it was, you didn't have the cell phones to take pictures. So it was like one of those little wind-up camera things you carried along with you for accidents and stuff. And I told them I took pictures of it all, and then there's a terminal up in Menasha up there in Wisconsin, and they had me run the trailer up there and stuff, and I ran it up there, and I gave them the camera and everything. And they looked at it, and I said, yeah, it's all good. We're not going to mess with it. There was a pretty good ding up at the top of there. And I gave them the camera and stuff. I never said anything about it, but nothing I can do about it. It says there that clearance is good, but it wasn't at that moment. I think this is it. We'll call entrance. Alrighty, let's see if they'll let me in. Guess I can turn my lights on. So we'll see what happens here. I'm not really too sure what's going to happen. Way early. Well, guys, they wouldn't accept the load. The boss, you know, I was supposed to be home, like, I told him like a month ago, like Wednesday. He is knowing about this. The issue was I needed to complete that thing, and his wife's family was coming in, it had to be done, and I just was pushing and pushing, and I couldn't, you know. I really needed to be home on Tuesday. I got so much stuff to do. I was willing to sacrifice, you know, to get it done. I'm gonna run around like a chicken with my head cut off tomorrow. But you know, I sacrificed to stay out there and stuff. He found this load, and I could just run it and get it here. And then, but it does not deliver till tomorrow night. And the boss is like, they charge a $250 rescheduling fee if you're late or something like that. He goes, offer to pay that and have them work you in. I went in there and talked to him. They called the supervisor. The supervisor came in. He's like, no. He just looked at me. He goes, no. He goes, I got 80 trucks tonight, dude. He goes, there's no way possible I can get you in. And I'm like, listen, I'm willing to pay. And he's like, I can't do it. And I'm like, okay, here's the other option. I said, just hear me out. I said, there's another one of our drivers that has picked up the same exact load, and he's on his way, and he's got an appointment for Monday. And it's 797. And when I was leaving the bakery, he was just pulling in. I just waved to him. He is going to, the other option the boss had is I could leave the trailer at a truck stop or something, and that driver will come in and deliver the load for me. He'll deliver his load and deliver this load. We don't like to leave our trailers sitting out at truck stops, especially with a load on them and unattended. It's not really a good idea to do that. I gotta get this mask off. That's not really a good idea, especially with a load. The trailers, we have tracking and everything else on them. He can tell if they're moved, whatever. But when you're loaded like that, you don't want to leave a load unattended. So I said, here's the other option. I said, you got plenty of parking out there. I said, I just topped this tank off. It's completely full. It'll run for days. I have another driver coming in here. He can, if I can leave my trailer sitting here at your place, he'll come in and he'll deliver both loads, and then he will, and then he's gonna have to take my trailer out of there and go run it to a truck stop. And he said, okay, I'll do that. He says, but I'm telling you right now, if this other driver doesn't show up tomorrow night, and that trailer's still sitting here in the morning, he says it's going to be towed. Not a problem. A lot of horsing around to get old Larry up to the UP, but yeah, I sacrificed out there, so that's a deal. So I didn't. It was a long, man. It was almost 45 minutes. Let's see here. It was almost 45 minutes in line just to get up to the window, but everything is good. The other driver's going to have to do a little bit extra. I'm guessing the boss will probably throw him a little kickback, you know, for helping out. But, you know, I do things for all these drivers, you know, doing all these little odds and ends and little requests they ask me to do on their trucks. So, they ain't going to kill them to help me out once. So I'll be out of here. That's what I say. I'm out. Long haul Larry, out. Let's light these fires, or kick the tires and light the fires. There we go. That's how it goes. So now I am running home, and I got a lot of work to do in the morning. A lot of running around to get me up to the UP, and we'll be seeing you guys up there. I will be doing a live video. This video will actually be coming out. Guys, I have really tried to catch up. It's just not going to happen. So, it is what it is. Really windy out here. run home, give me a little bit of sleep, and get up in the morning and start hitting it. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. If they're not, well, certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. See ya.